You wake up, you get dressed, you show up to work. But something inside you stays quiet. Like the real you never clocks in. If you're an INFP, maybe you know that silence all too well. And no, you're not broken. You just need work that speaks to your soul. Meet Alice. She writes stories. She notices things no one else sees. And for years, she's dreamed of becoming a children's book author. A voice for kids who feel different, quiet, sensitive, like she once did. But every time she talks about it, someone says, "Yeah, but you can't pay rent with that." So, she ends up in a corporate job, in a cubicle, in silence. Day after day, she feels a little more empty. Not because she's lazy, but because that job doesn't speak to her soul. Alice is an INFP, and like most INFPs, she can't separate what she does from who she is. That's why choosing a career isn't just a practical decision for an INFP, it's an identity decision. But to understand why, we have to look inside their inner architecture. Don't worry, no boring theory, just truths that maybe no one's ever told you. At the core of every INFP is FI, introverted feeling. It's not mood swings, it's a personal code, a compass. A whisper that says, "Don't do this," if it doesn't feel right. FI doesn't care if something works, it cares if it aligns. That's why a job that lacks meaning feels like betrayal. Their second function, NE, extroverted intuition, is a constant spark of what if? It sees potential where others see routine. An INFP can imagine 1,000 ways to change the world or to tell its story, but only if they're free to explore. Then comes SI, introverted sensing. This isn't just memory, it's emotional memory. Every job, every conversation, every small hurt, stored like a vivid imprint. One toxic workplace? That memory might echo for years, not because they're too sensitive, but because they remember what mattered. And finally, their least developed but still powerful function, TE, extroverted thinking. Systems, structure, productivity, the stuff the business world worships. But for the INFP, it can feel cold, alien, even threatening. Unless it aligns with a vision they believe in. Then it becomes a bridge from dream to action, from soul to system. What does an INFP need in a career? Authenticity over appearance. No masks, no pretending. Think. Writer, counselor, therapist, artist. A deep sense of purpose, not just doing the job, but believing in it. That's why you'll often find them in NGOs, education, psychology, or activism. Creative freedom and flexibility. Rigid structures? Suffocating. Ideal roles include designer, screenwriter, freelancer, content creator. Depth in the details. They notice the small things and make them matter. Think editor, translator, illustrator, librarian. And yes, even among INFPs there are nuances. INFP-A, assertive. They trust their intuition more easily. They bounce back faster. They shine quietly. INFP-T, turbulent. More self-reflective, more emotionally rich, more nuanced, more intense. And often, more deeply artistic. Both seek meaning, but one dreams with quiet confidence. The other dreams with passionate urgency. And the world needs both. If you're an INFP, you weren't made to fit into a system that ignores the soul. You were made to build a new one. Have you ever worked a job that drained you inside, or found one that actually felt like home? Share your story in the comments. You might inspire someone who's still searching. If this spoke to you, tap like. Subscribe for more MBTI content that sees beyond the surface. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.